Namaste, I'm Dr. Robert. And today on 5-ish Minutes with Dr. Robert, my subject is Soham Hamsaha. Sometimes it's not always completely easy to draw a distinction between what is a mantra and what is not a mantra. In particular, when we consider what are called the Mahavakyas, the great expressions. For example, Aham Brahmasmi, I am the Supreme Reality. This is a Mahavakya. But for some people, it can serve as a mantra as well. Or Tat Tvam Asi, thou art that. That can be both a Mahavakya, an expression of reality, thou art that. It can also serve as a mantra. This is particularly the case with the Mahavakya, which is also a mantra, Soham. Soham is a very simple combination, Sanskrit conjunct word, a compound word. It is made up of Saha, which means he or it, and Aham, which means I. Soham, therefore, means it, meaning the Supreme Reality in this context. It and I are identical. Soham. It is very common for people to either exhale on the sa, the so, and inhale on the hum, or inhale on the so and exhale on the hum. And so it's a method by which an alignment between the giant microcosm outside world and the individual microcosmic inside world, a way in which they can be brought into alignment. Soham. Vimalananda was of the opinion that while Soham was very useful, the Hamsaha form was even more useful. Hamsaha, hum and aham, very close together, and saha. So in this case, I am that. And the difference between that is me and I am that, according to Vimalananda, was that the saha, by virtue of there being a visarga, that ha at the end, saha, that ha is a visarga. And visarga represents an outward manifestation of energy, a projection of Shakti. So it's a Saha is in a way a representation of Shakti. Aham is in a way a representation of Shiva. It ends with ma. Instead of Visarga, it ends with the nasalization, and that nasalization implies an internalization, implies Shiva. So it is a movement from Shakti in the direction of Shiva, which is very good, especially if you are actively following the path of nivritti. But suppose you are not an elderly person or are not a renunciate, and you are actively following the path of pravritti. In that case, according to Vimalananda, it makes more sense to, and is more effective, to be talking about aham, the Shiva that is within me. Saha is that same reality that is outside of me. So there is an alignment, there's a swastha, there is an establishment within yourself of that reality of Shiva, and then there is the projection outward of that reality in the context of whatever it is that you and your karmas are involved with and have to do in the world. Soham, hamsaha. In many ways the same word, but the direction of the attention, the direction of the energy is quite opposite. This is Dr. Robert wishing everyone Soham Hamsaha.